Oh, our God, we are ashamed and blush to lift our faces to you, our God, for our iniquities have risen higher than our head, and our guilt has mounted up to the heavens. To us belongs open shame, because we have sinned against you. Behold, we are of small account. What shall we answer you? We lay our hand on our mouth and put our mouth in the dust, for there may yet be hope, crying with the convicted leper under the law. Unclean, unclean, you put no trust in your holy ones, and the heavens are not pure in your sight. How much less one who is abominable and corrupt, man who drinks injustice like water. When our eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts, we have reason to cry out, "Oh, to us, for we are lost. Dominion and fear are with you. You make peace in your high heaven. Is there any number to your armies? And upon whom does your light not arise? How then can man be in the right before God? Or how can he who is born of woman be pure? But you are to be feared. Who can stand before you when once your anger is roused? You, our God, are a consuming fire, and who considers the power of your anger? If we claim to be in the right, our own mouth would condemn us. If we said we are blameless, you would prove us perverse. For if you contend with us, we could not answer you once in 1,000 times. If we were not aware of anything against ourselves, yet we are not thereby acquitted. For he who judges us is the Lord, who is greater than our hearts and knows everything. But we ourselves know that we have sinned, Father, against heaven and before you, and are no longer worthy to be called your children. We must take hold of the great encouragement God has given us to humble ourselves before Him with sorrow and shame, and to confess our sins. If you, O Lord, should mark iniquities, O Lord, who would stand? But with you there is forgiveness, that you may be feared. With you there is steadfast love. Yes, with our God there is plentiful redemption, and He will redeem Israel from all his iniquities. Your sacrifices, O God, are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart, O God, you will not despise. Indeed, though you are the one who is high and lifted up, who inhabits eternity, whose name is holy, though heaven is your throne and the earth your footstool, yet this is the one to whom you will look, he who is poor and humble, broken and contrite in spirit, and trembles at your word, to revive the spirit of the lowly, and to revive the heart of the contrite. You have graciously assured us that those who conceal their transgressions will not prosper, yet those who confess and forsake them will obtain mercy. And when a poor penitent said, I will confess my transgressions to the Lord, you forgave the iniquity of his sin. Therefore, let everyone who is godly in like manner offer prayer to you at a time when you may be found. We know that if we say we have no sin, we deceive ourselves and the truth is not in us. But you have said that if we confess our sins, you are faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. We must therefore confess and bewail our original corruption in the first place, that we are the children of apostate and rebellious parents, and the nature of man is depraved and wretchedly degenerated from its primitive purity and rectitude, and our nature is so. Lord, you made man upright, but they have sought out many schemes, and being in honor, they did not understand, and therefore did not remain, but became like the beasts that perish. The one man's sin came into the world, and death through sin, and so death spread to all men because all sinned. By that one man's disobedience, many were made sinners, including all of us. We are the offspring of evildoers. Our father was an Amorite, our mother a Hittite, and we ourselves were called, and not miscalled, rebels from before birth, and you knew we would deal treacherously. The nature of man was planted a choice, a noble vine, wholly of pure seed, but it has turned degenerate and became a wild vine, producing the grapes of Sodom and the clusters of Gomorrah. How the gold has grown dim, how the pure gold is changed. Behold, we are brought forth in iniquity, and in sin did our mothers conceive us. For who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? There is not one. We are by nature children of wrath, because children of disobedience, like the rest of mankind. All flesh has corrupted their way. We have all turned aside. Together we have become corrupt. There is none who does good, not even one.